Dear students, the previous video we learned that what are the types of polynomials. So in this video we have to learn that the remaining, value of your polynomial and the zeros of your polynomial. What the next concepts we have, okay? Line by line I will explain you. The first one is value of your polynomial. What the first one? Value of your polynomial. So what is meant by value of a polynomial? In any polynomial which is in the variable x, so we have to denote it by p of x. ఇప్పుడు ఏదైనా ఒక పాలినామియల్ x అనే వేరియబుల్లో ఉన్నట్లయితే then it is denoted as p of x. If it is in the variable y, it is denoted as p of y. That means polynomial in the variable y. Okay, yes, is the p of x. That means is the polynomial in the variable x. When I replaced x by any constant means you can take by 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay, if you get that what the value of this polynomial, when I replaced x by k, then what you get, that value is nothing but value of the polynomial, which is denoted by p of k. So we have to denote it by p of k. Okay, I will give one example to you. So for example, if they give that p of x is equals to x square minus 5x minus 6. Okay, then we have to replace these values, p of 1, p of 2 and p of minus 1. Okay, p of 0. Okay, I give some values. I have to replace x by 1, 2, minus 1 and 0. What you get, that values are nothing but values of the polynomial. First I have to replace that 1. P of 1, that is equals to 1 square minus 5 into 1 minus 6. 1 square, you know that 1. 1 into 1. 5 ones are 5. Minus 5. Minus into plus. In bracket the value have that plus sign. Okay, minus into plus, that is equals to minus. 5 ones are 5. Minus 6. Now in this numerical expression, okay, is the expression. In this expression, numerical expression, these two values having the same sign. In any numerical expression which having that same sign, in between there is no multiplication sign, right? So these two numbers having the same sign, there is no multiplication sign or division sign, so should not multiply or divide. So what we have to do is, we should add these two values, minus 5 minus 6, that is equals to minus 11. Those numbers which having that same sign, you don't pronounce like minus into minus. Whenever we have that multiplication sign, then only you have to pronounce that minus into minus. But here there is no multiplication sign. What we have to say is, these numbers having that same sign, should add them and keep the same sign to that number. Okay, 1 minus 11. Now finally I got the two opposite sign. One having that 1, before 1 there is no sign, means we have to think positive. So two opposite signs means should subtract the small one from the greater one. 11 minus 1 is 10. So now in those two values you have to compare which is the greater one here. 11 is the greater, it having that negative sign. So finally we get that minus 10. So I hope you understand. Is the value of the polynomial when x is equals to 1. Next, p of 2 is a p of 2. So what is meant by p of, value? I have to replace x by 2. 2 square minus 5 into 2 minus 6. So 2 square means 4 minus 10. 5 2s are 10 minus 6. Now in this expression, 4 is a 4 as it is. Now these two numbers having the same sign, should add them first. Minus 10 minus 6 is a minus 16. So now here I got that two opposite side numbers. One is a greater value 16 and plus 4. Minus 16 plus 4 is, should subtract the small value from greater one. When we do that subtraction, if any two numbers having that opposite sign, should subtract the small value from the greater one. Don't say that minus into plus. Ala chappaddande. Different signs unnatlaithe should do that subtraction. 16 minus 14 is 12. So in those two numbers, 16 is the greater, it has a negative sign, minus 12 is a p of 2. Next, p of minus 1. P of minus 1. What is, p of minus 1 means we have to replace x by minus 1. Minus 1 whole square. Don't say that minus 1 square. Don't do that minus 1 square. minus 1. This square is belongs to for whole thing. Minus 1 whole square minus 5 into minus 1 minus 6 is a minus 1 whole square is nothing but minus 1 whole square is nothing but minus 1 into minus 1. Should multiply the base, whatever the power here we have, that number of times, right? Minus into minus plus 1 ones are 1 is a 1. For this doesn't have power, directly we can multiply it. Bracket is nothing but multiplication. Minus 5 minus into minus is the plus. 5 ones are 5 minus 6. Now in this numerical expression, these two numbers having that same sign, plus 1 plus 5 plus 6 minus 6 as it is. Now plus 6 minus 6 is 0. Is the p of minus 1. P of minus 1 value. So I hope you understand this. Next, p of 0. P of 0. So what is meant by p of 0? So replace the x by 0. 0 square minus 5 into 0 minus 6. What is 0 square? 0. 5 minus 0, 0 minus 6. Okay. And 0 minus 0, 0 itself. 0 minus 6 is minus 6. P of 0 is minus 6. Here I will explain that another concept. What is the 0 of a polynomial? 0 of a polynomial. Before I explain that, what is the value of a polynomial? Now the 0 of the polynomial. 0 of a polynomial. So when I replace it, if we taken that any polynomial which is in the variable x denoted as p of x, you know that when I replace x by any constant, what you get that value is nothing but p of k is the value of the polynomial. When I replace x by k, then if you get that value of k, I mean p of k value is 0, then particular value k value is nothing but 0 of a polynomial. By seeing this example, here I substituted p of minus 1 in this polynomial x square minus 5x minus 6. Here I have to get that value of the polynomial as 0. So now in this polynomial, x is equals to minus 1 is the 0 of a polynomial. Okay, I hope you understand this concept. What is the value of a polynomial and then 0 of a polynomial. Next is exercise. Exercise 3.1. Exercise 3.1. So what the given in the first Roman? మీరు నా వీడియోస్ను రెగ్యులర్గా చూస్తూ నేను క్లాస్లో ఎలాగైతే టీచ్ చేస్తున్నానో అలాగే వీడియోస్లో నేను ప్రజెంట్ చేస్తున్నాను. మీకు చాలా మటుకు ఉపయోగపడుతుందని నేను అనుకుంటున్నాను. మీరు అలా మీకు ఈ వీడియోస్ని ఉపయోగపడితే మీరు లైక్ చేసి షేర్ చేయండి. దీన్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసినట్లయితే నేను పెట్టే ఛానల్స్ అన్నీ ఇమీడియట్గా మీకు రీచ్ అవుతాయి. నా వీడియోస్ని అందరూ ఉపయోగించుకుంటారని నేను ఆశిస్తున్నాను. ఇవి అందరికీ ఉపయోగపడతాయనే సదుద్దేశంతో ఈ వీడియోస్ పెడుతున్నాను. మా పిల్లలకి బాగా యూజ్ అవుతాయని నేను కోరుకుంటున్నాను. రైట్, థ్యాంక్ యూ. నెక్స్ట్ ఎక్సర్సైజ్ 3.1. So in the first Roman they gave that what is the value of the p of x. If p of x is equals to 5x power 7 minus 6x power 5 plus 7x minus 6. Here what the given polynomial. So in this polynomial they asked that what is the first question is coefficient of x power 5. Coefficient of x power 5, right? The coefficient of, already I told you. So in this expression, these and all are power of the variable, call it as a degree, and now these and all are coefficients of the terms. Okay, now in this expression minus 6 is the constant. I will explain one by one. The coefficient of x power 5 is minus 6. Should say that including sign. Don't say that only 6 is the minus 6. The coefficient of x power 5 is 6. And the second one is a degree of p of x. Degree of p of x. You know that the degree, how to find the degree. So when I have to find that, I already explained that concept of degree of a polynomial. When you have to find the degree of any polynomial, we have to verify that what is the degree of each term. So among them you have to choose that greatest one. Okay, by saying that the degree of the first term is 7. The power of the variable in the first term is 7. The power of the variable in the second term is 5. And the third term is 1. The last term is 0. So among them, which is the greatest? 7 is the greatest. So we can say that the degree of p of x is 7. Right? Next, constant term. The third question is constant term. Constant term. You know that in any expression, the term which is not combined with any literal, we call it as constant. In this is the x power 7 term, is the x power 5 term, is the x term, and this one is not combined with any literal, we call it as constant term. Minus 6 is the constant term. The second question is write 3 more polynomials and create 3 questions for each of them. So you only create that some own polynomials and ask that 3 questions each of them, right? Okay, next, second Roman. In the second Roman, they give that state which of the following statements are true and which are false. Give reason for your choice. Okay, here they give some statements. We have to verify that is that statements are true or false. If they should give that reason, I mean justify that statement. So why it is true, why it is false, right? For true statement, no need to give any more reasons. For the false statement, should give the reason. Okay, the first statement is the degree of the degree of the polynomial root 2x square minus 3x plus 1 is root 2. Is it true? Is a false one. Is a false. Why? Because the degree means the power of the variable, not root 2. Root 2 is the coefficient of the first term. What is the degree? Degree is 2. The reason is the given statement is false. Actually, the degree of reason is the degree of given polynomial is 2. Why? Because so you know that how to find the degree of any polynomial. We have to taken by the power of the variable in the each term. Among them, you have to choose that greatest one. The power of the variable in the first term is 2. The power of the variable in the second term is 1. And the last term there is no variable. If there is no variable means we have to think 0. 0, 1, 2. Among them 2 is the greatest. So you have to say that degree of the polynomial is 2, not root 2. Yeah, is the reason. Next, second statement is the coefficient of x power 5. Here they give one polynomial p of x is equals to 3x cubed minus 4x square plus 5x plus 7 is actually given polynomial. They gave that the coefficient of x square of the polynomial is 2. What is the coefficient of x square? Coefficient means this and all. Every term is formed by the product of constant and variable. Then what the constant is nothing but what the constant here I use that is nothing but coefficient of the term. So in this term minus 4 is the constant and x square is a variable, right? So minus 4 is the coefficient of x square, but they gave the 2. So the given statement is false, is a false statement. Actually that reason is why? Because the coefficient of x square is minus 4, not 2, right? Is a correct statement. Next, third one is the degree of constant term is 0. The third one is the degree of constant term is 0 is a false statement. Why? Because you know that the degree of constant term, degree is 0, 0 only. The degree of 0 is the degree of 0 polynomial is undefined. The degree of constant term is 0 only. Yes, is the true statement. Yeah, next fourth one is, yeah, we can write that the degree of constant term is 0. Why? Because constant means it not combined with any literal, no. The constant term is those terms, in any polynomial, the term which is not combined with any literal. There is no literal means you have to think its power is 0. Constant term degree is 0. Yes, is the true statement. True. Next, fourth one is 1 by x square minus 5x plus 6 is a quadratic polynomial. Is not a polynomial. Why? Because, so already I told you, is a multinomial. Multinomial, it never becomes a polynomial. Why it is not polynomial means the expression, whole expression is in denominator position. If it comes to numerator position, x square minus 5x plus 6 whole power of minus 1, this power is getting through that variable. If any variable which having that negative power, it not be a polynomial. Okay, why it is called as multinomial means multinomial is formed by the expression. I mean, is a nothing but expression, is not a polynomial. All the multinomials may not be polynomials. ఓకే, ఆ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ మాత్రమే, అది ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ టర్మ్స్తో ఫామ్ అయి ఉంటుంది అంతవరకే, అది పాలినామియల్ అవ్వలేదన్నమాట ఇంకా. ఓకే, సో ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఏ పాలినామియల్. సో దట్స్ వై ఇట్ ఈస్ అ మల్టీనామియల్. వీ కెన్ సే దట్ మల్టీనామియల్ ఈజ్ ద ఫాల్స్ స్టేట్మెంట్. For this fourth one is false statement. Fifth one is the degree of a polynomial is 1 more than the number of terms in it, is a false one. False one. So what the given statement is, fifth statement is the degree of a polynomial is 1 more than the number of terms in it. So okay, I will explain that in detail. So complete polynomial. What is meant by, for this statement I will give that explanation. Complete polynomial. Complete polynomial means the polynomial which contain that all the terms which having that possible, all the possible terms containing in it is nothing but complete polynomial. So there is no term of missing. Okay, so that type of polynomial we call it as complete polynomial. Okay, in that complete polynomial, why I explain that complete means if any polynomial which having that nth degree, it consists of n plus 1 terms. Is the degree if any complete polynomial which having that nth degree, it consists of n plus 1. ఎంత అయితే డిగ్రీ ఉంటుందో దానికంటే ఒకటే ఎక్కువగా టర్మ్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, ఈజ్ ద నంబర్ ఆఫ్ టర్మ్స్. ఓకే, ఐ విల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఇన్ డీటెయిల్. ఓకే, I taken that linear ax plus b is a linear polynomial. How can we say that linear? Because here ab, what I taken that ab are the real values, is a p of x. If I write that p of x means is the polynomial in the variable x. So what in this polynomial, I use this polynomial, what the variable here, x only, and the remaining literals are the constants. I mean they belongs to real values. ab or belongs to real values which a not equals to 0. By seeing this is a linear, it consists of two terms, one or two terms. If you taken by any quadratic, ax square plus bx plus c, of course you know that a, b, c are the real values, is a second degree polynomial, which is a complete one. Complete means all the terms are present, no term is missing. So in this we have the three terms. So degree 2, so it have the degree 2 and the number of terms is 3. And degree 1, number of terms is 2. Okay, I taken that one more polynomial, ax cubed plus bx square plus cx plus d. What is a cubic polynomial? Is a cubic polynomial which is a complete one. Complete means all the terms is present. So okay, degree is 3. It consists of 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. Okay, so actually the statement is whatever the degree of polynomial, then the number of terms in that polynomial is 1 more than its degree. The number of terms is 1 more than its degree. But here they give that the degree of the polynomial is 1 more than the number of terms. Is the wrong one, is the false statement. They give that interchange the words. Okay, 1 more than the degree. The degree of a polynomial is 1 less than the number of terms. అట్లా కూడా చెప్పచ్చు. అంటే ఆ టర్మ్స్ కంటే ఒకటి తక్కువ ఉంటుందని డిగ్రీ చెప్పచ్చు, కానీ ఇట్స్ నాట్ ద మోర్. ఓకే, రైట్. నెక్స్ట్, ఐ హోప్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్. నెక్స్ట్ థర్డ్ క్వశ్చన్ ఇన్ ఎక్సర్సైజ్ 3.1, థర్డ్ క్వశ్చన్. P of t is equals to, here what the given polynomial, P of t is equals to t cubed minus 1. Then we have to find the values P of minus 1, P of 1, P of 0, P of 2 minus. Okay, I will give that explanation. p of 1, p of minus 1, p of 0, p of 2, and then p of minus 2. Okay, so we have to find the values. P of 1 is a 1 cubed, 1 cubed minus 1. What is 1 cubed? 1 cubed is nothing but 1 into 1 into 1. Should multiply this base into whatever the power here mentioned that. Okay, 1 cube, that times will multiply. 1 into 1 into 1 is the 1. 1 minus 1 is the plus 1 minus 1. Two opposite signs. Should subtract them. Now 1 minus 1 is 0. P of 1 is equals to 0. Next P of minus 1. P of minus 1 is equals to minus 1 whole cubed minus 1. Then minus 1 whole cubed is nothing but minus 1 whole cubed is nothing but minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1. So if any value which is negative value repeated, I mean multiplied by 3 times, minus into odd number of terms, no, minus into minus plus, plus into minus, minus 1 ones are 1, 1 ones are 1. Okay, is the minus 1 minus 1. And now these two, in this expression, these two values having the same sign, should add them and keep the same sign to that minus 1 minus 1 minus 2. ఇలా అన్న గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. ఇట్లా అడిషన్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటీజర్స్, సబ్ట్రాక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటీజర్స్, ఒక 2 పాయింట్స్ చెప్తాను, గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. ఇన్ ఎనీ న్యూమరికల్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్, ఏదైనా ఒక ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్లో, అంటే ఐ మీన్ సింప్లిఫై చేయాల్సిన ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్లో ఇంటూలు మల్టిప్లికేషన్ సైన్స్, ఐ మీన్ ఇంటూ సైన్స్ డివిజన్ సైన్స్ లేనట్లయితే యూ హ్యావ్ దట్ ఓన్లీ ప్లస్ అండ్ మైనస్ సైన్స్. సో హౌ టు సింప్లిఫై దట్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ ఈస్, those numbers which having that same sign should add them at first. After then you will get the two opposite signs, I mean negative group and positive group. సో యాక్చువల్లీ మనకు బాడ్మాస్ అని ఒకటి ఉంది నాన్న. బాడ్మాస్ ఏదైనా ఒక ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ని, న్యూమరికల్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ని సాల్వ్ చేసే ప్రొసీజర్ అనమాట. ఫస్ట్ బ్రాకెట్స్ ఉన్నట్లయితే రిమూవ్ చేయాలి. ఆఫ్టర్ దెన్ హాఫ్స్, డివిజను, మల్టిప్లికేషను, అడిషను, సబ్ట్రాక్షన్. ఫస్ట్ నువ్వు చేయాల్సిందల్లా అడిషన్ అని అర్థం. ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్లో ఏదైతే నంబర్స్ అడిషన్ ఎప్పుడు చేయాలంటే దోస్ ఇంటీజర్స్ విచ్ హ్యావింగ్ దట్ సేమ్ సైన్. ఇంటీజర్స్ అన్నీ ఒకే సైన్ ఉంటే చాలు, ఒకే గ్రూప్ ఉంటే చాలు. అవి పాజిటివ్ కావచ్చు, నెగిటివ్ కావచ్చు. దోస్ నంబర్స్ విచ్ హ్యావింగ్ దట్ సేమ్ సైన్ షుడ్ యాడ్ దెమ్ అండ్ కీప్ ద సేమ్ సైన్ టు దట్ నంబర్. దెన్ ఫైనలీ యూ విల్ గెట్ దట్ సబ్ట్రాక్షన్. లాస్ట్లో నువ్వు సబ్ట్రాక్షన్ చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది. ఏదైతే 2 నంబర్స్ ఆపోజిట్ సైన్స్ ఉన్నాయో అప్పుడు సబ్ట్రాక్షన్ చేయాలి. దెన్ how to subtract means when you have to subtract the small value from the greater one, and then resultant value will get that sign which number having that greater value, I mean which that greater value, that resulting number gets that greater value sign. Okay, here I do that addition only, don't pronounce that minus into minus అట్లా ప్రొనౌన్స్ చేయొద్దండి. సో ఇవి రెండు సేమ్ సైన్స్ ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి యాడ్ చేయాలని చెప్పండి. ఇంటూ ఉంటేనే ఇంటూ అని ప్రొనౌన్స్ చేయండి. ఓకే, రైట్. Next, p of 0. So 0 cubed minus 1. 0 cubed minus 1. What is 0 cubed here? 0. 0 into 0 into 0 minus 1. When we subtract any number from 0, you will get that minus number. Okay, minus 1 is the p of 0. Next, p of 2. P of 2. That means 2 cubed minus 1. 2 cubed minus 1 means 2 cubed should multiply this base to how many times? 3 times. 2 into 2 into 2. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. 8 minus 1. Okay, here which operation we have to do? So actually we have that 4 mathematical operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. ఎప్పుడు అడిషన్ చేయాలి, ఎప్పుడు మల్టిప్లికేషన్ చేయాలి? అడిషన్, సబ్ట్రాక్షన్, మల్టిప్లికేషన్, డివిజన్ సైన్స్ ఉంటేనే చేయాలి నాన్న. మీరు అలా కాకుండా అన్నిటికీ అదే అప్లై చేస్తున్నారు, ఇస్ ద రాంగ్ వే. సో హియర్ ఐ హ్యావ్ టు డూ దట్ సబ్ట్రాక్షన్. అని సబ్ట్రాక్షన్ నేమే చెప్పాలి కానీ మైనస్ చేయాలి, ప్లస్ చేయాలి నేను చెప్పకూడదు. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు సే దట్ సబ్ట్రాక్షన్ ప్లస్ 8 minus 1. ఓకే, సో హ్యావింగ్ ద 2 opposite signs should subtract the small value from the greater one. 8 minus 1 is 7. Okay, I subtracted 1 from 8. Okay na, after subtracting in those two numbers which is the greater, 8 is the greater, it has the positive sign, so we'll get that plus 7, right? Is the plus 7 ila. Next, p of minus 2. So p of minus 2 means minus 2 whole cubed minus 1. సో మైనస్ 2 హోల్ క్యూబ్డ్ అంటే ఏంటంటే మైనస్ 2 హోల్ క్యూబ్డ్. సో దట్ minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2 should multiply the base, whatever the base here mentioned. You have to multiply that, whatever the power it mentioned, that number of times should multiply them. So first I have to multiply this minus into minus plus 2 2s are 4 into again minus 2 plus into minus minus 4 2s are 8. So directly you can do that, minus into minus plus into minus minus 2 2s are 4 4 2s are 8 is a minus 8 minus 1. So finally what we have to do here, either subtraction or addition only. Why? Because these two values having that same sign, should add them, minus 8 to minus 1. ఇవి రెండిటికి సేమ్ సైన్స్ ఉండడం వల్ల యాడ్ చేస్తున్నాను. minus 8 to minus 1 is a minus 9. Should add them and keep that same sign to that resulting number. So after that, next, these and are the values of that polynomial what they mentioned. Next, that fourth question. Fourth question. For the given fourth question, check whether minus 2 and 2 are the zeros of the polynomial x power 4 minus 16. Here they give one polynomial. We have to verify that is that values are zeros or not. Okay, so p of x given, we have to write that given p of x is equals to x power 4 minus 16 is actually given polynomial. Now I have to replace x by minus 2 and plus 2. Okay, p of minus 2, first I have to replace x by minus 2. Okay, minus 2 whole power 4 minus 16. So minus 2 whole power 4 is, ఈ బేస్ ఎంత అయితే ఉంటుందో ఇక్కడ పవర్ మెన్షన్ చేస్తాడు, దట్ నంబర్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్స్ షుడ్ మల్టిప్లైడ్ దట్ బై minus 2 into minus 4 times. ఇది ఈవెన్ నంబర్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్స్ కదా, ప్లస్ అయిపోతుంది, మైనస్ ఇంటూ మైనస్ ప్లస్ ఇంటూ మైనస్ అండ్ అగైన్ మైనస్ ఇంటూ ప్లస్ 2 2s are 4 4 2s are 8 8 2s are 16 ఈజ్ అ ప్లస్ 16 మైనస్ 16. ఓకే, ఇది ఒక న్యూమరికల్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషను. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి మనము, అడిషనా సబ్ట్రాక్షనా? వీ హ్యావ్ టు డూ దట్ సబ్ట్రాక్షన్. వై? బికాస్ ఆపోజిట్ సైన్, ఒక ప్లస్ 16 మైనస్ 16 ఇలా ఉంటే జీరో అని అర్థం. సబ్ట్రాక్షన్ చేసిన జీరో, డోంట్ కీప్ దట్ ఎనీ సైన్ టు దట్ జీరో. జీరో ఈజ్ నైదర్ నెగటివ్ నార్ పాజిటివ్, ఈజ్ అ p of minus 2. Okay, so already you know that the concept of zero polynomial. Whenever replace that variable value, replace any constant by the variable, if you get that value of the polynomial 0, we can say that that particular value, call it as 0 of the polynomial. Here that minus 2 is the 0 of the polynomial. Okay, next 2, p of 2. So 2 power 4 minus 16. 2 power 4 means is the positive value. 2 2s are 4 4 2s are 8 8 2s are 16. 16 minus 16 plus 16 minus 16 is 0. So finally we get that p of 2 is 0 and p of minus 2 is also 0. That means when I replaced x by either minus 2 or plus 2, we'll get that value of the polynomial 0. So therefore we can say that minus 2 and plus 2 are the zeros of given polynomial. So I hope you understand. The last question is similar to that previous one, just you have to replace that. Okay, so I hope you understand. ఈ ఫిఫ్త్ క్వశ్చన్ అనేది కూడా అక్కడ p of x is equals to x square minus x minus 6 అనే పాలినామిల్ ఇచ్చాడు. అందులో 3 minus 2ని సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసి అది ఏవి జీరోస్ ఆఫ్ ద పాలినామిల్ అయితే వెరిఫై చేయాలి. ఓకే, కెన్ ఐ డూ దట్? ఓకే, ఫిఫ్త్ క్వశ్చన్. సో గివెన్ p of x is equals to x square minus x minus 6. Then we have to verify that p of 3 value, 3 is the 0 of the polynomial or not. We have to substitute that 3 square minus 3 minus 6. So what is 3 square? Is a 9 minus 3 minus 6. Okay, so in this expression, okay, is a numerical expression. In this expression, these two values having the same sign, ఇందాకే చెప్పాను, ఏవైతే సేమ్ సైన్స్ ఉన్నాయో వీటి మధ్య ఇంటూ లేదు, దెర్ ఇస్ నో మల్టిప్లికేషన్ సైన్, షుడ్ నాట్ మల్టిప్లైడ్. అండ్ ఈవెన్ యూ డోంట్ ప్రొనౌన్స్ దట్ మైనస్ ఇంటూ మైనస్, అలా కూడా ప్రొనౌన్స్ చేయకూడదు. ఇవి రెండు ఒకే గ్రూప్కి సంబంధించినవి, నెగిటివ్ గ్రూప్. ఇవి రెండు సేమ్ సైన్స్ అయితే వాటిని యాడ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. -9. సో 9 యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్, ఈ +9 అలాగే ఉంటుంది. ఇవి రెండు సేమ్ సైన్స్ ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి యాడ్ చేశాను. వాటికి ఏం సైన్ అయితే ఉంటుందో ఆ సైన్ వేశాను. సో ఫైనలీ వీ గెట్ దట్ +9 -9. ఇట్లా 2 ఆపోజిట్ సైన్స్ ఉన్నట్లయితే సబ్ట్రాక్షన్ అంటే నువ్వు ఏ ఆపరేషన్ని చూస్ చేసుకోవాలని తెలుసుకోవాలి. ఆపోజిట్ సైన్స్ వస్తే సబ్ట్రాక్షను, సేమ్ సైన్స్ ఉన్నట్లయితే అడిషన్. దట్స్ ఆల్. అదేనన్నా. ఓకే, 0. సో P(3) = 0. నెక్స్ట్ -2. P(-2) I have to replace it by -2. Is a -2 whole square, -2 whole square, minus of -2, -6. So -2 whole square is nothing but -2 into -2. Should multiply this base to, whatever the power it mentioned, -2 into 2 times. Minus into చేయాలి. Should do that multiply. Minus into minus plus 2 2s are 4 is a 4. ఓకే, నేను ఎప్పుడు బ్రాకెట్స్ యూజ్ చేస్తానంటే ఇఫ్ ఎనీ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ విచ్ ఈజ్ yet to be simplified, then only we can use that brackets. After simplify the value, should not keep the brackets. So you have to remove the brackets. Okay, I simplified this, then I remove the brackets. After then here I have that bracket. Should simplify this. How to simplify? Bracket is nothing but into its value doesn't have any power, so directly we can minus into minus is a plus 2 minus 6. Now in this numerical expression, +4 +2, so these two values having the same sign. Already I told you any expression which having that same sign means should add them and keep the same sign. 6 minus 6 plus 6 minus, so two opposites should subtract. 0 is the P(-2) is also 0. So yes, I verified that these two are the zeros of the polynomial. How can we say that 0? Because when I substitute these values in this polynomial, we'll get that values as 0. Therefore, we can say that -2 and 3 are the zeros of given polynomial. So I hope you understand. So next video we have to discuss about that graph. Okay. So how to draw the graph of any linear polynomial, quadratic, cubic polynomials. ఓకే, సో మీకు ఈ వీడియోస్ ఉపయోగపడతాయని అనుకుంటున్నాను. పిల్లలందరూ బాగా చూసి మీరు పైకి రావాలని ఆశిస్తున్నాను. నా వీడియోస్ మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్ చేయండి, కామెంట్ చేయండి. ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నట్లయితే కామెంట్ చేయండి. వీలైతే షేర్ చేయండి. చాలామంది వీడియోస్ని చూసి వాళ్ళు బాగుపడతారని నా సదుద్దేశంతో చేస్తున్నాను. సో ట్రై టు అండర్స్టాండ్. ఓకే, ఆల్ ద బెస్ట్. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ.